Now, I'm gonna add a little bit more flavors to the greens. You know, I'm gonna put some more garlic. Love garlic. A little bit of kosher salt, and a little bit of paprika. I like a little bit of paprika because it gives a nice little kick. It isn't overpowered, but with the fish and the paprika and the way how like it all melts together, it goes very well. You know, it goes very well. People should use a little bit more paprika in their greens. Well, that's just me. I'm just biased because it's my food. Okay, so with that said, we're gonna let our greens go down a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit more water to that, another cup of water, and lower down the fire and cover. Okay. Our seasonings are going in. Our garlic. A dash of paprika. Just a dash. Let me stir that out. That's looking really good. And let's cover that. Now our greens are on. It's going real low and low and slow, releasing all flavors, doing its thing. Very beautiful. So far so good. So far we have our fish par cooked, skin is crispy, very nice. Secondly, we have our greens going nice and slow. You know, by the time we're finished with our vegetables and our plantain, the greens should be already done. So let's go to our next adventure, which would be the celery, vegetables, and some Scotch bonnet. Just gonna chop up the bottom, you know, and I'm gonna pick the best stalks I can out of the bunch. Okay, so I'm gonna go and start shaving these vegetables up, cutting off all the, you know, undesirable parts that I don't want in my stew. Okay, like this part right here. We don't need that. Okay, these are done. Let's throw that away. Okay. Now I'm gonna go for like lardon cubes, not so small, but not too big. Okay, so we're just gonna go a little rough chop here. You can smell the flavor coming out of these celeries. You know, I used to work with one chef, and he told me that he didn't believe in celery because they were just, you know, water sticks, he called them. You know, at the time I disagreed, but I didn't voice my opinion because that wasn't my kitchen. But for me, I love celery. Celery is just, it's a beautiful thing, you know, and it's such an organic, you know, vegetable that people tend to like use it in their drinks and all kind of purposes, you know, it serves. So I think celery is it's a hitter for me. Okay, so we're almost done, finished with that. Rough chop, rough chop, rough chop. Not too big, not too small. Okay, we have that. Now we're gonna go to our onion. Okay, just gonna chop that up real quick. I like to use a cut called half moons. Half moons because they're the fastest cuts I know, and it's very productive when you want to go fast. Okay, so you got the half moons in. Break up your half moons. That's what you want. Go. So now it's looking like something. It's looking like something. See, just gotta add your elements one at a time. Okay, I'm also gonna chop up this last one. Then we're gonna go to our Scotch bonnet. Okay. Okay, half moons, here we go. Ready to rock, ready to roll. Okay. Now, Scotch bonnet, very, very powerful and potent pepper. Okay. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to leave the seeds in, because the seeds would just overpower everything in the dish. Okay. And then it becomes unedible. Okay. So I like to use like really just a half of one. You know. So what I do is I'll just pull this out, stem out, go down the bottom to the top, make an incision here to the top, pull all that out. So all those like little pepper flakes in there, whatever have you, they're not inside there, which makes your dish extra spicy. Unless you want that, unless you really want that, you want to leave that inside. Ooh, I can feel the heat from that already. You know, just slicing into it and whatnot. You know, just the aroma and all the spices just like burst out and just comes into you. It's like it's really, really potent. Okay. So what I do here is we're gonna chop this up really fine. Like I said, we're just gonna use one of these, just one side. Okay. I wish we had smell-o-vision, you know, because if you can smell this, right now, I mean, your nose would be on fire. It's like so potent, so good. Love it. All right, look at that. I'm not even going to add that to these vegetables. I'm going to put that to the side because it's just so overpowering. What I want to do first is I'm going to wash my hands again, because I don't want to touch my face or touch anything else and contaminate. Checking out greens. We're checking our greens. Okay? And right on top of our greens too. Look at that. That looks good. You know, it's not over flavored. You don't smell a whole bunch of garlic coming out of it. You don't smell a whole bunch of salt or pepper. You just smell greens. Okay. It's going nice. Okay, let me get my little dish. My little hot Scotch bonnet. Okay. By itself, that is something potent right there. By itself. Look at that. Huh. Alright. Now, we go to my trusty scallion over here. You may say to yourself, oh, you have onions inside there already. Why do you need scallion? Well, in the Caribbean, we like spicy food, but we don't like spicy overbearing food. You know, and what happens is that scallion and onion kind of like cools down, the palate a little bit when it comes to working with habaneros, or comes down to working with Scotch bonnet. So that's why we have, so much onion family here. Okay. Yeah. So scallions, right? I cut them matchstick long. Just call these matchsticks in the culinary world. Because like when they cook down, they can drape over your fish or your food, whatever you're coating your food with vegetables. And then it's nice for presentation as well. Okay, so all right, we have all our vegetables cut up. I'm going to just like go through this thyme real quick and just pull off the leaves of the thyme really quick, and we're going to start to cook our vegetables. Okay, we don't need a lot of time. Again, it's about the earthiness and the freshness of the food. So you want to mask the food with too much salt, too much pepper, too much condiments. You want to use freshly grown organic products if you can get your hands on them. Okay? All right, that's all we need. That's all we need. Now, again, we're checking out our greens right here. Looking really, really good. Really good. It just released its own liquid. Okay, I'm about to add another half cup in there of water. then we're going to reflavor. Because what we're doing is like we're cooking it. We're extracting the flavor. We're cooking. Okay.